man. This going on in Sri Lanka lines right up with prophecy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into Luke, the 21st chapter. Let's see, this is Luke 21. Let's see where I want to start. This is Luke 21. I'm gonna start at verse 9. Luke 21 and 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, what just happened at his residence was a commotion, man. It says, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. You had an earthquake over there in the eastern part of the world. I forget what country it was in particular, that killed like 1,000 people. You've and before that, man, you've had earthquakes continuously in South America and in different places, man. Like the scriptures are saying, you know, we're living in very very prophetic times, and we seeing the fall of this current world system that Esau runs, man. So we're at the end of Esau's kingdom. So it says, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you. Well, so you know what, Akim Salakia, I gotta skip down because I really wanted a particular scripture. This is what I was looking for. This is Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, which we've been seeing that. You know, you've had blood moons, you've had eclipses, you've had uh, solar eclipses, lunar eclipses. You've had all of these things that have taken place and this is going back a couple years back. You still have things like that going on today. So the Lord is showing us, man. Hey, He's showing us the signs, the tokens of His coming, the signs of the end. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations. Hey man, Sri Lanka is in distress. The United Kingdom is in distress right now. Um, all of these other countries are in some type of distress, whether it be with pestilences or other evils that are coming from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And those evils are creeping up on the U.S. slowly but surely, man. It says, with perplexity, the sea and the waves ruin, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. That cloud is representative of a chariot. It says, and when these things begin to come to pass, which they're beginning to come to pass, Akim, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. And he spake to them a parable. Behold the fig tree and all the trees. When they now shoot forth, ye see and know of your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand. So Yahweh Shah was using this parable to basically say, when you see those figs shoot forth, you know that the summer is nigh at hand. And I'm gonna keep reading. It says, so likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is nigh at hand. So hey, we're seeing the beginning of the end of Esau's kingdom, man. And us seeing these things, we know that the kingdom is approaching. We know that Yahweh Shai's return is approaching. These are signs of that. Hey man, in my 27 years, which I know that's not a long time to have been here on the earth, I've never seen, the earth in this much distress, period, man. when it comes to the U.S. and these other countries alike. All hell is breaking loose. You have Bill Gates buying up farmland so that he can produce more GMOs. You have a an orchestrated famine taking place, and all of this shit is happening right under everybody's noses because you people just, you hate to hear the truth. You hate to hear that um, any trouble is coming. And for people that do tell you that it's coming, you hate to hear them. Which the prophets are doing that, man. These people hate us, man, and because we telling them the truth, that their little American dream is dead, and that this place is coming to an end. There's nothing left that to hold on to in this place. This place is fucking through. You got people that really want to walk around and talk about 5, 10 years from now. There is no 5, 10 years from now. This place is going to be destroyed very, very soon. You know what I'm saying? And like the scriptures say, man, the people of this earth are covered in gross darkness. Literally, you have farmers coming out and speaking about how, you know, food prices are gonna go up, man, and there's gonna be a famine because they can barely produce food. What it costs for them to feed their cattle and grow their food is more than they can handle. You got farmers coming out saying, y'all better learn how to grow food because we growing food for ourselves at this point. Them small time farmers have been completely wiped out almost. You got bigger farmers that are complaining that it ain't gonna be too much longer. They're gonna be able to keep producing food. Pretty soon, what is stocked up in these grocery stores is going to run out. That's going to lead to them increasing the prices. And pretty soon, it's just they're going to increase the prices, and then it just ain't going to be shit left. Hey, the full storehouses shall be suddenly found empty, like the scriptures say. So, all these things that are happening, man, some of these distresses are going to break brothers that claim to be in this truth completely the fuck down. They're gonna lose faith the harder it gets. When in all actuality, the harder it gets, the more faith you're supposed to gain. You just gotta know that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is gonna feed his servants, man. So you can't look at it as far as like, okay, what do I see? I don't have any food. The Lord can have food drop out the sky to you, man. The Lord can have a eagle drop you some food off. The Lord can have you run into a doomsday prepper's house after they've perished, and you can run into food. So we gonna eat, man, and we gonna be all right. But you have to believe that, or the Lord ain't gonna be dealing with you, man. You know. I don't want to rant. I'm gonna get another precept about the signs. So Lucky, I can give me just a second. Yeah. So this second is just the ninth chapter. This is second Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. So we in the end where the Lord is going to be showing us signs, man. And we're seeing those signs. We're seeing earthquakes and uproars of the people, especially with this thing going on in Sri Lanka. You know, Boris Johnson has, I believe, almost all of his parliament has quit or resigned. So we're like directly in that part of the scriptures where Yahweh Shah said that you're going to see distress of nations and signs in the sun and the moon. So man, at the end of the day, We gonna catch hell coming up out of this place, but the Lord gonna get us through it. So it shouldn't really matter to you. You know, you should just be trying to see it through until the end. But yeah, man, we don't have much longer, man. You know, we do not have much longer. You know, and you're as you see these different things taking place in the news and the media, you know, you see that if you got the spirit of prophecy on you, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead, you know, like I said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and close out with that. You know, Lord willing, this was edifying. You know, hey, Aki, and we living in some beautiful times, man. You know, hey, until the next one, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors again to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in these scriptures. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.